Car shipping, also known as vehicle transport, is a process of moving a car from one place to another using a variety of transportation methods such as trains, trucks, ships, and airplanes. It is a process that has been around for centuries and has evolved over time to accommodate the needs of car owners and dealers. In this video, you will find out some interesting history and facts about car shipping industry. History of car shipping. The first recorded use of car shipping was in the late 1800s, when horse-drawn wagons began transporting cars from one city to another. This early form of car shipping was a slow and labor-intensive process, and it was not suitable for large distances. As the automobile became increasingly popular in the early 1900s, the need for efficient car shipping methods grew. By the 1920s, railroads had become the primary method of car shipping. This method allowed cars to be transported in large numbers over long distances. Trucks were also used to move cars, but they were limited to shorter distances. In the 1950s, car shipping companies began to use containerized cargo ships to move vehicles around the world. This method allowed for more efficient and cost-effective transportation of cars, and it revolutionized the industry. To this day, car shipping companies use containerized cargo ships to move thousands of cars around the world. How events in history led to the rise of the car shipping industry. The car shipping industry has been around for centuries, but it has changed drastically over the years. The events which sparked the industry's growth include the invention of the automobile, the development of the railroad, and the emergence of containerized cargo ships. The invention of the automobile in the late 1800s sparked a need for efficient car transportation methods. Horse-drawn wagons were used to transport cars in the early days, but this method was slow and inefficient. The development of the railroad in the early 1900s provided a much faster and more reliable way of shipping cars, and it quickly became the primary method of car transportation. The emergence of containerized cargo ships in the 1950s revolutionized the car shipping industry. This method allowed cars to be transported in large numbers over long distances, and it made car shipping much more cost-effective. Problems in early days. The car shipping industry was born out of necessity. In the early days of the automobile, there were no reliable ways to transport cars long distances. This led to a number of problems. First, it was difficult for car manufacturers to sell their vehicles outside of their local area. Second, it was nearly impossible for individuals to buy a car that was not made in their region. Finally, cars that did manage to be shipped long distances often arrived in poor condition, damaged by the journey. This all changed with the development of the first car carriers. These early carriers were large flatbeds that could accommodate multiple vehicles. They quickly became popular with both car manufacturers and individual buyers, as they provided a safe and reliable way to transport cars over long distances. Railroads to highways, the shift in car shipping. The first cars were shipped by rail, but that quickly changed with the advent of the highway system. In the early days of the automobile, railroads were the primary method of transporting cars from city to city. The cars were loaded onto flat cars and transported to their destination. However, with the construction of the interstate highway system in the mid-20th century, the process of shipping cars changed drastically. Car manufacturers and dealers began using trucks to transport cars along the highways, allowing them to reach their destinations much faster and more efficiently than before. Today, the majority of car shipments are done using trucks. This is due to the convenience and efficiency of the highways, as well as the fact that trucking companies are able to offer competitive rates. Railroads still move some cars, but they are mostly used for moving cars over long distances. Airplanes are also sometimes used to transport cars, but this method is much more expensive than trucking or rail. Overall, the advent of the highway system revolutionized the car shipping industry and allowed for much faster and more efficient transportation of cars. It also allowed car manufacturers and dealers to reach their customers more quickly and at a lower cost. A multi-billion-dollar industry. Today, car shipping is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is responsible for transporting millions of vehicles around the world every year. The car shipping industry is a highly competitive one, and car shipping companies must constantly strive to provide the best services at the lowest prices. To do this, they must stay up to date with the latest technologies and techniques in order to provide the most efficient and cost-effective car shipping services. Today, car shipping is an integral part of the automotive industry, and it plays an important role in keeping cars and other vehicles moving around the world. As more people rely on car shipping companies to move their vehicles from one place to another, the industry continues to grow and evolve. Types of car shipping. There are a variety of car shipping methods available, including open and enclosed transport, cargo, and air. Open transport is the most common method of car shipping. In this method, cars are loaded onto flatbed trucks and transported to their destination. This method is convenient and cost-effective, and it is suitable for short and long distances. However, the car is exposed to the elements during transport and may be damaged by weather or road conditions. Enclosed transport is the safest method of car shipping. In this method, cars are loaded into specialized trailers and transported to their destination. This method provides protection from the elements and road conditions, and it is suitable for long distances. However, it is usually more expensive than open transport. Cargo shipping is another option for car shipping. In this method, cars are loaded onto large cargo ships and transported to their destination. This method is suitable for international shipping, as it can transport cars over large distances at a lower cost. However, it is slower than other methods and may take several weeks. Air shipping is the fastest and most expensive method of car shipping. In this method, cars are loaded onto airplanes and flown to their destination. This method is suitable for international shipping, as it can transport cars over large distances in a short amount of time. However, it is usually much more expensive than other car shipping methods. Air shipping is also the safest method of car shipping, as the car is protected from the elements and road conditions. However, it is important to note that not all airports can accommodate car shipping, and some airports may have restrictions on what kind of cars can be shipped. Additionally, airplanes are not designed to carry large or heavy cars, so they may not be suitable for all vehicles. Overall, air shipping is the fastest and most expensive method of car shipping. Hope you liked all the information in this video: facts, history and revolution in this industry. If you liked this video, then share this channel with others and hit thumbs up button, and we will see you soon in another video.